Hello, and welcome to another episode of Meandering. It's the first one of CS2, or maybe it's the first one. I've tried recording multiple before. I don't think I'm uploading the maps themselves. No offense, but they weren't that good. The introduction of CS2, wiped all the maps. Yes, I could reinstall CS:GO and do it, but I was looking forward to some cool CS2 maps, new people trying mapping, and a lot of them just do. It's not that interesting. There's no hate. They're new, but it's just not interesting. But this seems like something I can look at. Welcome back to Meandering, the series in which I meander on maps, basically reviewing them because I am mentally ill and I enjoy visualizing potential fictitious engagements in the video game Counter-Strike on custom maps. We're starting on T side. This map is called, I think it's called Starfort. Yeah, it's Starfort. Let's go. Starting on the T side. Looking at the minimap, let's go to, this map it seems kind of four-squarey, but not 100%. Let's go A on the left. This is not a route, it's just a little divot. It's not the most detailed, it's a little sparse, but it's okay, alright? I don't care. It's functionally alright. Okay, so now we have our first decision after we decided to go A. We have a decision up the staircase into, I think this is actually canceling an A hit, and instead going towards mid. This vaguely reminds me of cobblestone, this middle area so far, but we'll get back to that later. Let's look at A. So if I actually want to commit to A, I need to keep going left. We have all these lovely windows to rain utility onto the site. I want to not kill myself in the future, maybe. I'm kind of, look man, it's been a while. You can't have God mode on now.
We must work together.
Oh, they've limited a lot of my abilities in the CS2. And I'm not a big fan of that. As I'm giving myself back different items, I think I'll talk about some of the issues with CS2 in terms of my ability to create map meandering videos. One of the big ones, in my opinion, is that they changed the props, and so the props that I use to build and adjust maps for ideas is I don't have the same amount of options. It's a lot more limited. I'll quickly just show you. I have this and I have this, and that's it. And also the textures flicker now if they overlap. That didn't used to happen in Go. There's like Z fighting now, which sucks. I can show you, this is how I showed triggers. You can now see them through walls, which is kind of nice. There's like buy zones and kill zones and what else is there? Bomb plants, right? But they got rid of my ability to see actual clips. Anyways, that's enough housekeeping. I spent like the first 3 minutes not saying anything and just talking about CS2 being CS2. It's just the return of map meandering, and hopefully it'll come back strong. We'll see. Anyways, route to A. Utility. I can throw it through here. That's cool. Utility. This little cubby here, I guess, just cause. We have an area here that appears to be existent for no real reason other than theoretically you could probably hit some insane run boost with a friend and make it over to there, or fall to your death. That is so stupid. I love it. That's actually so bad, so terrible. Like, there's no reason to ever do this, but you can. I mean, I thought just throw a flash and then swing. But the run boost idea is cool too. Anyways, hey, utility. I fell through the floor again. I'm gonna cry, man. I'm going to cry. I'm the worst of all time. I'm typing. Wait. Oh, okay. This is huge. I'm sorry that I'm. You know what? It's Matt Meandering. You're not here for good content. You're here to hear some idiot fucking ramble. Or you're not here at all. This is probably just me watching it back later. But I can't sleep and I just want to watch something boring. Anyways, hey, we got one single thing in A main. We got hella utility holes. We got 3 different routes to throw utility over. That's wonderful. And it's very easy to rain it onto this area, which may or may not be a position. We'll find out eventually the viability of that position. Oh my god, I can maybe throw over there. I could like bounce a molly. That would be terrible. Instead I'm just raining mollies onto the pit area, which honestly pretty useful probably. But it wasn't terrible. You can molly that. Alright, so yeah, you're going A main. I gotta be careful about the pit. We got this heaven area. We got this big box, and then we got this close right. I don't know what to call this. I feel like you just put a bench back here and call it bench, and it's just like Mirage, kind of vaguely, not really. This is mid. We'll come back to this later. Seems very, very interconnected to A. And let's see, take this rafters area too. We'll come back to that. But A main, I come here. I need to be careful about this heaven area, which the CT spawn here, so CTs can. How do they access that? Is there a ladder that I'm just like not seeing? Are my eyes, is this like a rope of some kind that I'm meant to notice? In CSGO, there was a ladder texture that I physically could not see. Like, I would play custom maps, my friends could see it, but I just could not see it. It was very strange. I guess you just take the staircase and you go around here, so for timings it takes a while to go through this route. And then you have, so you have heaven over here, which is wonderful, right? This heaven area, and it connects back to there, alright. Or, you know, you drop down and then there's pit, kind of like a trench. And yeah, okay. The site seems pretty cool, and oh, this raised lip lets me stand over it and get like an angle of not the headshot variety, but like almost, you know. It's probably not enough, but it's something. And that's cool. Can I jump onto this? I can jump onto this box without having to be on that lip. I can just jump and then yippee movement. And then yeah, okay, so you can do a lot of fluid movement. I am not a long jump lord, so there's no way I can make that. But maybe if you were, that's like a possible thing. But yeah, A-site, I'm a T, I'm pushing it. I'm like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna throw a flash. Alright, I'm probably gonna use these to find cool bits of utility, including but not limited to, what would I like? I would like a smoke that plumes. Block off a good chunk of this like heaven area. This left side's probably gonna exist. But I could very simply just like probably running jump throw, like a molly. Running jump throw a molly. Yeah. Oh, this landed on site. You know what? It's okay. You could probably try and get a molly for here, or just another smoke, and then you don't have to worry about that angle whatsoever. Or you could just like, you know, dick it down and just kill that man. You're probably gonna want some utility to get into the pit area, and you know, lineup, it would be nice to, but you can probably just wing a bounce, and then this whole entire pit area just gets absolutely destroyed. They're pushed back to here. You throw another deep molly into the smoke, and then you've got yourself in sight, and a pretty good retake situation. Flying here to be safe from heaven, and it's still exposed to, you know, main decently. It's even exposed to someone who's playing this crackhead angle over here, if you wanted to, so you have options for sure. Could probably easily post-plant. Like, I was throwing mollies that just landed on the site on accident. You can, like, probably purposefully get mollies that land, like, around this area, right? And then play post-plant in a Valorant-esque manner where you play lineups, if you really desire to. How bangable is it? Bit enough for an op. That's pretty cool. These are just an unwrapped version of that thing for Mirage, if I'm not mistaken, like the ammo boxes. Why? You know what? That's okay. That's alright. Anyways, I've been looking at this very much from the T perspective. CTs. Yeah, they got this, and they got this ramp pit. This is kind of like overpass, I guess, how you have pit and ramp, and then a headshot angle that you kind of jiggle onto sight to hold the mid, right? This would be like your construction if this was hit game or hit map overpass. Vaguely, you see the comparison I'm making. Yeah, and then mid heaven. Interesting. Okay, that's A site. Let's stop looking at it and let's start looking at B. What a lovely house. You go here. You take a right. You keep going. This is back to mid, right? Yeah. This middle is interesting, and we'll talk about it more later. Okay, plot underscore. Is this still a command? Yes, it is. So, does it actually work though? Maybe there's no nav meshes, or maybe I have to type true instead of 1. No? Okay. That command is supposed to show you where bots think contact points are, where they supposedly meet according to the nav mesh, but I'm not seeing that anyway. Yo, we got a boat. This is kind of cool. You can like go around the right side, or you can like not go around the right side. Isn't that neat? You have options. This is back in the mid, right? I'm like losing my mind. This is just 2 ways into mid. If I was A and I'm like, yeah, you know what? I don't want to go anymore. I can go this way. But I'm probably just going to take the staircase instead and then drop. And this also leads to B. Oh, okay. So this isn't just for... This is also just to go to B. You go through here. So I think the mid contact point is like very interesting, because this area is something that T's are going to want to take to be able to launch an attack on a B. They take this area, this upper elevated area. Oh, and they take this area from here too. So you can go in through here. Oh, I don't know why, but the lighting feels awkward, like off in here. Like it's like full bright or something, but that's besides the point. This is the B bomb site. You go through these kind of backrooms areas. I don't know. I feel like they need different colored balls or something to differentiate them more. I know it's like not fully detailed or anything, but that's what I would do. But you don't have to go straight through here. You can see the site from here, but you don't have to go straight through here. You can just kind of move across, get on top, and go over and kind of flank the B site and have another avenue to hit it. And the same exact thing can be done from if you go like T side middle and you can take the staircase and then you can do that. You could also have, you know, oh, I was going A, but now we're rotating B. You take this and then you go. I think for B, I guess a similar idea exists, but you literally look at the bomb site to do it. So not so much. I feel like as a B player, if you want to rotate, you don't have any options. I feel like this could have easily been a rotate, and maybe it was at some point. I'm so glad I didn't die when I fell through there. But yeah, this feels like it could have been something like a double door. And because this seems like a very CT controlled area of mid, I feel like a double door here wouldn't be that bad. And then T's have a reason to push mid. I'm thinking too much about potential changes before fully understanding the B area. Let's understand the B area from the CT perspective. I spawn here and then I move here. I can come up here and then hold this doorway. And so I can only hold if they leave the doorway if I'm playing this upper area. Right? If I want to actually hold an angle, like I literally can't see it until I drop. And I could get posted on this, and I could watch as someone attempts to go to the B site through I don't know, tiles is what I'll call it, because it's a tiled floor. Or, you know, they have the T's instead of, you know, even attempting to go through tiles, they can go up through here and get onto, I want to call this heaven, but it doesn't really feel like heaven like that one. Just on this roof area, right? They can come here through the stairs, or they can come through this like double archway from mid. And then they can test this, and then they take bites and drop down. Can I stand on this? Yeah, okay. This is very epic. That means that as a T, I'm going to have to be scared of, as I'm coming up, a man being on top of here. This is definitely like a thing that a CT is going to want to do, is be an absolute insane unit and play around this area, somewhere around this area. Because, I mean, you're not ready for this as a T. I'm a T, and I'm taking contact points. My crosshair's like ready for this angle. I want to fight like a guy who's like here. Alright, so if you just play like vertically stacked from that, like around, you know, this black brick, like the crosshair placement is making bullets here, so I remember where. Like the crosshair placement, right? I guess it's more like there, but still, it's pretty cool that that's like a fight that you can like play around. And there's also like this fight that CT can play around. I don't know if they wanted to, because headshot angles, and then they're like exposed to this. This site feels strange to play. It feels like a site that you don't play on at all. You play fully off it, and you're holding the entrances and exits of, rather, similar to like a nuke where you hold like, you don't hold on B site, you hold ramp, you hold secret, and you hold vent, right? You hold the connectors into it. This is vaguely like that, is what it feels like, is where you don't want to be on the site like at all. If they are on the site and something's gone wrong. I don't know, I wish this was a little deeper, but it physically can't because of the structure of the map. It collides with here. I feel like there should be a connection somewhere, like from this bottom mid area, either directly into the site or to the staging area with like a door of some kind, a squeaky door. I think that would lead to a more interesting map and more, it leads to more dynamic retakes, and it makes it so T's can also leverage middle better if they take deep control of it. Because the way it looks right now, I'm not fully certain, but it looks like all you need is this. And then you're like fine, because like the timings might just be entirely different than what I'm thinking. Okay, with T-spawn here, so they're probably taking a fight. Oh, wait, they could have probably. Okay, I'm gonna quickly do a timings thing. I'm a T it, and I started at 48 seconds. I'm going. Yippee. Yeah, I peaked this at like 7 seconds. It took me, and then if I'm a CT, I'm like, oh, I'm a CT. Oh, I'm going. Yippee. I'm getting my gun ready, and I'm posted on this angle. Like, we are posted on this angle beforehand. So I guess the way I thought of this is very different. I thought, like, T's would be up to, like, safely up to here, but no. They're fighting around this area. So I guess T's are going to, from spawn, throw, like, smoke every single round that is not going to do that. It's going to go over, and it's going to land straight around here. We're just going to... Oh, man, I'm stupid as hell. We're going to throw this. We're gonna do this. God damn it, the smoke didn't. What? The molly didn't do the thing. You know what I want? Fucking hell. Alright, yeah. Smoke is gonna land there. T's are gonna take mid. they take this area of mid because it lets them push B through the upper area easily. Otherwise, they have to run across this angle and, you know, maybe take a fight. There's definitely going to be, with the timings, I would assume, a CT able to get pretty aggressively posted up in this general area and take an advantageous fight on a T. And a CT can easily throw a support flash for a teammate like here. And then as a T, I just get fully blinded if I'm even attempting to fight like a guy. Like, oh, even if I'm looking over here, like I'm just blind. Like I'm getting pop flashed from out there for sure. And you don't even need like a perfect lineup, though obviously one would help. So it seems like CTs can get a lot more aggressive than I initially believed. You're gonna want to smoke here so you can take the space. This also makes it so like going A to go through here makes more sense because it's safe. You don't have to fight this area. So let's say even a T smokes this. I'm a CT. What is my response to this being smoked? Just spam like this and hope to get a kill on a guy going up this because I can barely see him. For a moment, there's a period of time in which I am able to see a guy on the staircase or just spam and hit him. So that's just probably what's going to happen. So this is just like the safe way. And then you take control of this roof, and then you fight for B. Interesting. I wish this area had some more stuff like this, like literally just a nice little box. And I think this area becomes a bit more interesting. I hate that there's gaps in this, man. The old prop I used didn't have gaps. This shouldn't be jumpable, by the way. It should be a single pillar. Imagine it's a single pillar and there are gaps in it. The idea would be that as a T, as I'm scaling up, this box is, I guess it's kind of strange with the one behind it, but it's for a T, but it gives you something to kind of play around as you're scaling up and taking fights, and as a CT, it also makes it so that when you're playing like this area, you have this box to kind of duck and dip around and play around it how you desire to, which could be, you know, good or bad. Right, and you can also isolate this. Obviously, this hole would make it so you could isolate this fight and play like that. You could already kind of do that like here, but it just gives a closer range option. It probably favors T's more, but I just like the idea of giving more things for both teams in this area just by adding a nice piece of cover there. This area, the rest of it feels pretty fine. This isn't necessary, but something I like is when you have the option to peek from a different elevation. So I feel like this isn't necessary, of course, but like making it so, oh, okay, I've cleared out this rafter, right? Not, you know, the top of the garage. I'm now able to jump on this barrel and swing this with, you know, an advantage. I think that would be interesting, but not necessary. This area in the corner is all right. I just feel a little. This feels like a very, you know, a tuck angle that I would be playing. If these boxes weren't here, I could like full tuck and then easily swing and like hold this. I think those boxes being there unironically are good because it forces this guy to be wider out. Because I think this is like not a fun angle. Because the person playing here, if they're against smart humans, is just getting dumpstered on. It only works against people who forget to clear things or use utility. So we find ourselves in an interesting thing with this box. This area feels really empty. It's alright, but like you could quite literally just do this and then this. Wow, and then you have something to play around here. And you know, a CT could choose to get aggressive and tuck in here. Because right now there's zero CT aggression can't get aggressive and tuck in a corner. It is get aggressive and take a fight. You have to get aggressive and take a fight. There's no way to get aggressive and like chill. So this is like I could get aggressive and chill here. This is not a great angle, but like maybe I could have a teammate swing off me, something like that. Maybe, you know, they swing off of my contact. Maybe I hold a crossfire with a guy like around here. Maybe this guy behind this box is, you know, taking fights and then I swing, stuff like that. I just think that would help this area. This should be. This is like the fact that it's wall bangable is interesting. It would be interesting, not necessary, for a squeaky door to be here. And then, you know, this is like a boostable area. And then you boost and you open the squeaky door and then come out here. Not necessary, but interesting. This lets you throw utility over to mid. If you so desired, you could just be like, I'm throwing a smoke. And then it just goes over, and then yippee. Would probably want it to land there, but it's okay. If you wanted to take deep mid yeah, I forgot to mention, right, for A, T's kind of want to take deeper mid control, so they probably get a smoke right there. I'm all in to land on behind the big box. Oh, it got. There we go. Yeah, I'm ollie landing in deep, and then a smoke to just absolutely eviscerate the idea of being in this area. And then you've taken deep mid control, and with deep mid control you can then split A from here as well, because otherwise you can't do that. And taking A just from this main angle seems pretty difficult, because CT6 playing around here. Hit is annoying, but as you said earlier, it's going to be a very, very easy Molotov to just kind of like wing. If you've taken a bit of space, and then no one can play deep, and if that's, you know, you just kind of like just take a peek, not even deep, and run, let's say, get deep, and if you want to get close, you just run very low, and then all of it's just torched. I guess I haven't gotten this nearly as well, but it's honestly not even hard to do. Yeah, so you just double molly, you just have a guy, like you just barely peek out, and then you're like, oh, that one, and then that one. Now this whole entire pit area, there's 2 mollies, absolutely soaked. And then this is like the one angle that you could maybe play. Oh my, it's so easy to rain mollies into the site. I was like thinking about it earlier, like a bit, right? I did not realize just how absurdly easy it is. Like oh my goodness. Just stand like kind of around here, just aim right there. And then they're just like cooked, bro. Like literally, they are fried. And slams on top of the barrel too. Oh my goodness. So yeah, there's no god mode, so I gotta use these health shots. God mode, like the, oh my god, like the new music kit that's gonna come out by Vickers. I'm so, what a topical reference. I hate falling to the floor because I'm scared I'm going to die. But yes, there's a potential site execute where you just kind of stand around like these areas and just rain mollies in, and they're just like crying. Because like, what do? Oh no, I can no longer play on this area on the bomb site. Like, you just kind of accept death. Like, just 3 mollies and you've taken everything. You don't, like, you probably want to smoke for top site too. That's like your one form of sustenance of ability to counterplay, you know, is playing up here in heaven and attempting to take these aim duels. But like, you are screwed even then, because if someone really wanted to, there's probably a way to get a molly Tov to land like around this region. But as it is, I mean, I've thrown the Molotov like multiple times. You just kind of stand around here, and then you stand around here, left click, stand around here, and then they just can't play on the bomb site. Like, all of the bomb sites has been mollied. Where do you play? You could also molly here. Oh my god, you could get the 5-man execute going. Like there's nowhere to play. You could just firebomb the whole site. Oh my god. This is like, it's like Inferno D all over again. There's just a molly everywhere. The only option is to play back here, and this is definitely getting 100%. There's going to be a smoke that plumes. Ideally, you can do something that lands there, and then something that lands like here. And then that just gets like most things. They have to stand out here on the rafter, which is pretty open and susceptible to getting absolutely dicked on. They can't, you know, play around this, and then or they like have to completely run out to the right and be exposed to as much of the angle as possible. And I'm telling you for certain, there's going to be some devious flashes that could be created for the site. Oh my god. I've spent a lot of time just thinking about utility on this bomb site, but that's because it interests me. Because there's these 3 holes of utility. It creates so much for so many options to play on. Like for a team, you know, that make it easy for flash. Oh my, if you get a flash to pop here, this is like the best place for a flash to pop. If such an activity could be, such a flash could be found, then that would be insane. Because the new like camera thing in CS makes it easy to find flashes. So theoretically, you just get a flash. If it pops anywhere near that, like just behind this box, it'd be a god flash, because then your teammates don't get blind, and then it blinds like the angles on the rafters like completely. Like anyone on the rafters position just gets, you know, absolutely destroyed. This is for hypotheticals, right? Let me just. Alright, we got a flash that exists there. I'm playing here, and I'm looking like here. You know, just absolutely dumpstering you, like for sure. Like obviously you'd have time to react because it's going to be flying in. It won't be a completely unreactable thing. But the fact that it exists is kind of as a potential option. Where did that pop? That's not exactly where I would want it to be, but it's just, it could be. Wait, does the yellow box actually block it from my? Oh my god! Wait, we found it. Oh my, I'm so good. If I stand to the left, I'm done. But if I'm hugging this right side, then it doesn't blind. Okay, it's definitely doable. I don't know why I'm spending this much time on a PC utility on a map I'm not going to play, but it's very, very exploitable A site. I think CTs need more things to do here to have a chance of being able to contest this area, because it is so easy for Ts to get utility all over the site and just eviscerate. You know, it's just very, very hard. I guess the counterplay, of course, is like one smoke. And then you're done. But like with good flashes and then just a 4 molly execute for bench, that's what I'm calling it because I'm imagining a bench there. You know, big box and then, you know, deep pit, the rampa pit. You throw that, get a couple smokes for the rafter heaven area, and you are done. The one area that you might have some potential playage is here because the splash would, you know, pop around here. This is the so-called god flash. So this guy needs to get blinded in a different way, but it's not hard to just be like, throwing the flash, and this guy on the ramp, the mid ramp, needs to get moved off. You could put the sandbags here and call this area construction, and it would be great. And then I'd just be thinking of overpass as I'm playing a headshot angle from pit to construction. It'd be great. Damn, I'm doing a lot of meandering, and I'm talking about like nothing. I love this, man. It's been a while. Mid is cool. I like mid. You gotta take deep control if you want to do stuff. I don't know why, but I kind of want like a double door type thing, akin to what existed on Hitmap, Cobblestone. I don't know why, but it just feels right. I don't think it actually would be good, but it would be interesting. I'm trying to think of time. Oh wait, timings. Wait, let me look at A timings. Okay, I saw it here at 47. Right, how fast can I make it to the place that I want it to be? At 10 seconds, I'm swinging this. Okay, I'm swinging that around 10 seconds as well. However, I took fall damage. Is there a way to like not take fall damage? It's by jumping there instead of into the pit, which is pretty easy. So you could get, okay, and there's enough time for you to, as you're running from here, to be like, instant utility. I didn't mean to bounce it off that box, but definitely time for instant utility. You could just throw like an anti-rush molly, and then you're good. Wait, unironically, the boost stick I was talking about earlier has value, because if they throw that smoke, alright, then you just go across, you get a man beneath you, you run boost, and then you're here. Like, what are they gonna do about it? Nothing, that's what, they're gonna cry. Oh wait, that's so good. The fact that this even exists is actually so stupid. But I love the idea of doing a little run boost action, and getting to here. Oh, that's wonderful. Real talk, if the site were to be changed, I think CTs need to just make this go in deeper to the right and make it like a cubby I can play in. And so that way I can sit back here and I could probably peek over this angle, like the slit. I can peek to the left, fight around the ramp, and I don't get, you know, there's an area that won't get mollied or needs another molly at least. And I think that helps a lot. That's one thing. Second thing is I would consider making this area like go back, like recede this area in a bit, and then putting a piece of cover like here. Like, boom, I have a piece of cover, and if I recede it, then I can play further back, and I can make it like an actual like headshot angle. There's a lot of room here, and you could like easily recede this, like take this distance right from here to here, all right, and just add that, about double that as a recession, or maybe like 1.5 that as a recession, and into the wall, right, and then I have the ability to play a little further back, and I have a few more options, and it feels like I'm less cramped on this rafter area, and I can actually hold on to the A site, and it stops what I mentioned earlier, and I'm just going to throw the utility again, because I want to, and you can't stop me, alright? This is like too much. Like there, and it's just like, what do? You don't do anything, you just cry, because you're getting all these flashes rained on you. It's just like, oh, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, you can do just those two flashes already do so much. I mean, not flashes, or mollies. And then those are like the safe lineups. And then here, if there's no one contesting you, you can, without a lineup, just kind of run. And then you got like, all of the pit. And then, you know, as CT can at least like play here and attempt to contest. Oh wait, if you place the barrel here, this could be insane. I don't know if this should exist, but this would be an interesting thing. Yeah, you add 2 barrels here, recess this wall, not necessarily barrels, but just any piece of cover and recess this wall. Hell, it could be full body cover for all I care. And just recess the wall, and then I have something to play on. Or just place a barrel here, or do both, and then I have an insane angle onto the people who are coming main. Oh my goodness. As it is right now, you could just have a guy crouch here and it's a boost, and you're committing like a whole player, but it's so like unpredictable. It's like actually kind of insane like value. Because they are, I am not, my ass is not gonna have my crosshair for that. That's not like a real angle. Let's say I've mollied everything, my crosshair, and I've smoked up there, my crosshair's there in case there's a guy who runs through the smokes or does something crazy. It's just someone who might be standing on top of the box because they're a crackhead. It's just someone who's trying to take an aim duel around here. It's not fair. It's not for this. Like that is a devious angle for someone to theoretically play. And as it is right now, you can boost to play it. But if there's a barrel here, okay. I've talked about modifying a site quite a lot, and I don't think I have anything more to say. Just, yeah, recess this wall, maybe a piece of full body cover or headshot angle, a little barrel here for jump up, a little cubby here to tuck in, and do those things, and then A site becomes a lot more defendable for a CT. Mid, I don't think I have anything to say, I just think it's interesting. It's not like my favorite type of mid ever, but I think it's interesting. If a change were to be made, it would probably be adding some cover here. So that way a CT, if they want, can play kind of passive. I don't think it necessarily has to be a headshot angle, by the way. This is just how it is. It'd probably be like a just above a headshot angle, like a this. I mean, you could play headshot if you're on the upper elevation, right? And then you can play around this, but I just think this leads to a more interesting thing. And then you can do movement. Oh! Yeah. This is great. I love this. Just this exact height. And then, you know, they could be headshot angles. The CT has the ability to get aggressive if they, you know, use proper utility. I don't think that's proper utility, but they can get aggressive for sure by throwing something deep. Well, the timings was like at 7 seconds they can get posted on this for like a second at least or two as a T is rounding this corner at 7. There's also the alternative peak here, which is interesting. There's also the fact that, is this clipped? This isn't clipped, so you could boost up here if you wanted to, and I'm not entirely opposed to this. Like, oh, but yeah, you just boost here, and then, wait, oh yeah, this is actually very, very, very fun, dynamic. The fact that it's a boost, I think that you know, it's kind of like calf boost, where you're going to want to boost here pretty often to take mid control, because otherwise it's a lot harder just peeking from down here. Let's imagine this box doesn't exist. This gives you like another angle into the area, and if you don't have a lineup, it makes it so you can just kind of wing a CT smoke, or a CT side mid smoke. And now they have to get behind this box, and then if you don't have a lineup, it's pretty easy to just wing one. I would probably want to like run and throw it and like not be bad at the game, but like, you get the idea. That smoke good. You can kind of wing a smoke from up here that you do with the boost. Holy fuck, it's been 30 minutes. You know what? I don't care. We're gonna go for 40. Maybe. I don't know. This is probably the longest meandering, and a lot of it's been like worthless. Like even more worthless than a normal level of worthlessness for meandering. But fun. I like this. I like this box. This makes it so that a T feels better as they're coming up. They have cover to play around. It doesn't feel as bad as a CT. It feels a little annoying knowing that I have to contest that. But there are, you know, options around it. I think that there should be a box, or not box, but barrel here, for, you know, just to let me jump up and play a headshot angle. I think giving more options in that area would be nice. I wish that this went deeper in a bit. I want to be able to stand here and start clearing. I want to be able to barely clear this angle. Maybe that's a bit too long. Okay, I take back what I said. I'm a liar. I don't know. I like the idea of a CT being able to hold this angle, right, without too much worry of mid. I guess if the T's do that smoke I said earlier, to make it so they can take root, right, then a CT can play off that, and you're giving them space. So there's like, you know, a little give and take there. It's interesting. B site. Are there any more modifications? I don't know, man. It's just very interesting the way that the site is. I think you could even... You don't have to, but theoretically, making the site be like this outer area, like these 4 bullet holes as the corners, or I guess not, like that. I think that wouldn't be like terrible if you just added a bit more cover. It could work, but I don't think it has to happen. This is alright. This little back area is interesting. It's a little strange. I wish that, you know, this, you could just allow this to be like a one-way drop into like this backside area behind this box, and it makes retaking a lot easier. I'm afraid about this map being T-sided, because already A is extremely T-favoring with the utility you can throw. Mid is a bit more CT-sided with the fact that, you know, the timings favor CT so much. T's have to throw utility to gain access to the roof. B feels, I would say, a bit CT-sided, but retaking seems impossible. And I think a nice little one-way drop back here from this area would be great. This is a funny place to go utility from. I guess you're gonna have a smoke that goes over. Like there. Isn't that wonderful? And then you could get aggressive if you wanted to with that CT. Anyways, I've said all there is and then some. I think that's all there is to say about this wonderful map that I looked at today by the name of Starfort. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Meandering. See you later.